Dr. Kiekbusch is joined by other past presidents of the AJA. As I call your name, will you please stand? Ray Coleman. Dave Parrish. Tim Ryan. Jamie Clayton. Wayne Dickey. Jim Hart. I have a Esteban on here, but I did not see him. All right, there he is, Esteban Gonzalez. And the newest immediate past president, Ronaldo Myers. Welcome to the stage, Doctor. All right, microphone is yours.
Those are tough acts to follow, but you get a PhD, college professor, you know I'm going to say something. It occurs to me that most people rarely, if ever, have the opportunity to publicly acknowledge and thank some people, that handful of people who have touched their lives personally and professionally and have helped them along the way. So I'd like to take my 3 minutes or so. I guess I have 3 minutes before Elias gets the hook. Thanking my personal handful of people who have touched my life and have helped me along the way, personally and professionally. It all has to start with my wife, Linda, unable to be here with us tonight in Louisville, but she's put up with me for almost 51 years now, which is not easy. But during those years, she has showered me with love and common sense, delivered with brevity and in my favorite language, plain English. And I think Ray Coleman probably knows a little bit about what I'm talking about with respect to Linda. Another person, speaking of Ray Coleman, is Ray Coleman. Ray got me involved in this great profession of ours. All those years ago, when I was working with juvenile offenders in Texas, Ray called me and said that there's this county, small county out in western Washington, right on I-5, halfway between Seattle and Portland, and they were looking for someone to run their jail, and I might give it some thought. Well, I gave it some thought, and they took a chance with me, and I've never looked back. To this day, I miss the institution, so thank you, Ray, for doing that for me. When I got to Lewis County, Washington, got a chance to work with a guy by the name of Jim P. Jim's not here right now, or at our conference. He was a jail sergeant then, and I was new to the business. Jim wasn't, and he was really my first trainer, my first teacher. He taught me about jails, and I'm forever thankful for Jim. All these people, by the way, are great friends. Ray has been a friend for years, as was his late wife, Ann, friends to Linda and me, and Jim and his wife, Wendy, as well. My next stop was Prince William. I can't hold a job. Elias was very diplomatic about that. My next stop was Prince William County, Virginia, in the city of Manassas. I ran a jail system there that served both the county and the city. And when I got there, I had a chance to work with a guy by the name of Glenn Hill. Glenn is now the sheriff of Prince William County. And Glenn taught me more about jails, and Glenn taught me about people too. He has a keen sense of people and what they mean when they say something, and just a keen sense of people. And Glenn taught as much as he could to me about that. And Amanda Lambert, who's our first vice president, who was on that jail staff back then. Amanda, where are you? If you could please share my gratitude with Glenn when you get back. And I would, I need to note that Amanda back when I arrived, there was an officer and later a corporal, and as I told her just a few minutes ago, you've come a long way, baby, and I'm very proud of you. Dave Parrish, for years ran that role model jail system in Hillsborough County, and a lot of us try to emulate at least part of what he was able to accomplish there. But for me, he's also been a great sounding board. And to this day, when I want an opinion about something or want to know what somebody else thinks about something, I give Brother Parrish a call and talk with him. So I thank you, Dave, for that. And Dick Ford, this award is really special. But it's particularly special because it's named after Dick Ford. Organizations are like individuals. They evolve and they mature. And there are times in the life of any organization, including ours, HA, when a certain kind of person is needed to run it. And then the association or the organization evolves, and another type of person then comes in to run it. And back in the mid-late 80s, and in the first couple of years in the 90s, the watchword at AJ was growth, but more so than that, survival. And Dick Ford had a unique charisma about him, boundless energy, eternal optimism, a big Irish cop. That's what he was originally, or before HA. Knew everybody, and if he didn't know you, wait a couple minutes. I mean, you could be with Dick in hotels and airports. He knew everybody, and somehow managed to get a lot of those people to support what we're about. So Dick Ford, I don't think we would have an AJ, certainly not one as vibrant and as large as we are, and we sure as hell wouldn't be meeting in settings like this if it were not for Dick Ford and Ray Coleman, for that matter. So we really need to keep that in mind. And Dick also, Dick's recovering now from a stroke, which he suffered about 13 months ago, so you might keep Dick and his wife Janet in your prayers. Those are my 6 people, my handful of people, and I thank all of them for what they've done for me. I got a couple other things to say, and I'm reminded of this first one by listening to some of our other award winners and some of the people I've talked to just while I've been here in Louisville. And that is this, that safety and security, they have to be our top priorities. I know, I get that, I understand that for sure. But we do more than that. We change lives. We impact people. There are people walking the streets of our communities who are better people because they've spent some time with us in our places, in our institutions. And I think our officers need to understand that every time they put on that uniform, every time they show up for work, they could be that person who touches somebody's life, who makes a difference with somebody. We never know who these people are. We don't know how many there are, because inmates are not in the habit of writing thank you notes, at least those that I work with. But they're out there. We know that. And if the prospect of that doesn't turn somebody on, then they really need to pursue another line of work as far as I'm concerned. One more thing, and I think I'm still under 3 minutes, Elias. I'm going to say something to you, and as I look around at faces out there, most of them younger than I am, not all of them, but most of them, I'm going to say something to you, and I hope 10 years from now, 15, 20, 25 years from now, you can say the same thing. And what I want to say to you is this: if I had to do all over again, I'd do the same damn thing. And I thank you for this award, and I thank you for listening to me. You didn't have to listen to me for 51 years, just a few minutes, but I do thank you very much.
Kiekbusch, you and I recently met. I haven't had the pleasure of spending much time with you. I've been mentored by many of the other past presidents, but I absolutely look forward to it. Your reputation precedes you. Past President John Johnson speaks of you as if you walk on water, and that is
Try that.
try that. He speaks very highly of us. I look forward to getting to know you. Your award reads for exceptional leadership, vision, and commitment to the professional advancement of local corrections and support of the American Jail Association, May 21st, 2019. Congratulations.